seasonal spirit. So let's turn this around a bit so you have a look at more of the book rather than what I'm wearing. So this is Lines, Spots and Dots. Yep, Kira Shishneva. I have done one page in this. Their books are definitely worth buying. They're really good. I have completed one page in this one. And this one, that one's of Maleficent. I do prefer the lines more than I do the dots. So I tend to do those first. Now, what I will do is I will get a sticky tab out so I know when I do my completed project video what it is that I have done. Let's open my handy dandy gel pen container and I will put that in there so I know what I'm up to. Now I've got these Henley's gel pens. Every Christmas Aldi gets them, and I tend to buy a whole bunch of them, and I don't tend to use them up by the time Christmas comes around, and then I end up buying more. But I am slowly working my way through them, so I thought I'd use these. Now, what I think I will do, I did the other one in what colour? Blue. Let's not go blue again. Let's go this colour. These are glitter ones. I do like the glitter ones. So I thought I would do some work on this. I'm not used to doing anything with Halloween. When I was young, I didn't even know Halloween was a thing. We certainly didn't do any trick-or-treating. We didn't do Halloween. So, and then when Halloween started coming around, I'll just flip this other page over out of that. We'll see if that'll work or not. And when Halloween came around, let's try and get you, so you're still not, let's turn you around so we can actually get you where you can see. It might not work so well. Okay, maybe if we put that down and push the book down a bit. Okay, did I bump that? You really don't want to look at my drinks. So I'll bump that one. If anybody can do a derpy video, it's me. There we go. So, yeah. If anything will go wrong, I'll do it. But it's alright. I am only human and I don't do perfect. And that's the good thing about YouTube, is because anybody can have a go. If you do hang around, I do appreciate it more than I have words for. If you do like and subscribe, you are completely amazing and you do help me out. If you don't like the content, that's fine. Because I certainly don't do anything perfectly. I'm going to make mistakes. Everybody does, and I just accept that. If I come on and do videos and make somebody's day a little better, then that's enough for me. But anyway, back to Halloween chat. So when people started going out and doing Halloween and trick-or-treating, I'd hear all around me, oh, that's an American thing. Why would they want to bring it here? Why not leave it over there and all this sort of stuff? But it's not an American thing. America, I don't know whether they've made it what it is now or what, I don't know, but it originated in Europe. So to me, it's a worldwide thing. Here in Australia, we have been, because we're so far away from everything, I feel like we've been behind the times. We've been so isolated from everything. And when we catch up, the old fogies who have difficulty changing don't like to accept it. You know, why should we do that? Because it's not our traditions. But it's just a bit of fun. I mean, why not let the kids go out, have a bit of fun and enjoy themselves as long as they do it safely? Because there is stranger danger. There are child predators everywhere. But why not let them go out and have a bit of fun? Get dressed up, get themselves some sweets. The sweets here in Australia, we call them lollies. Why, I don't know, when everybody else calls them sweets or candy. But I guess we just do things a little differently. But it doesn't hurt to catch up with the rest of the world. So that's my thought on Halloween. So today is Friday. Friday the 28th of October. And I've been colouring. Riley took today off work. It was absolutely pouring down. Sometimes it was really windy and coming down on an angle, but it was absolutely pelting down rain today. So he decided to take the day off work. He does have a lot of issues when he goes to work because he has got a broken back and works outside as a caretaker, so it does put a lot of pressure on his back, and he takes too many painkillers and anti-inflammatories. But we might be getting a little closer to his surgery. Work is organising somebody else to do his job so he can go on compo. Now, here in Australia, if you hurt yourself at work, you go on a thing called compo, and then you get the time off work to heal and mend on full pay. So Ray will go on compo and he will be able to have the surgery and heal up at home on full pay, which is fabulous. I don't know how people manage in countries who don't have something like that, but we're incredibly lucky. So here, because of the weather, because when it's cold and wet, you feel your aches and pains more. We took the day off work. So we went out for lunch, had a dabble on the poker machines. Now, when I play the poker machines, maximum lines is like 50 credits. I play like 5 credits. I don't need to play max lines or anything like that. I'll just sit down and just play, 5 lines or 5 credits and just sit there and push some buttons, and that's enough for me. I have gotten into watching people play poker machines on YouTube lately. Vegas Matt, Lady Luck, and various others. And they they'll put $10,000 through these machines. And honestly, I think that would discourage anybody from getting addicted to those things. They really do. Because they can put like $10,000 through, and it's just crazy. It really is. So no, I couldn't do that. I'd find that so stressful. A machine where you can play 50 lines, I'll play 5. Because 5 will still be enough to get the bonuses. And if I lose any, like today, I only lost $6. I had a bit of fun sitting down, pushing buttons. I look at the pictures on the machines. I look at the colours in them. I look at the shading that are in the pictures and think, oh, okay, Might give me some ideas for colouring just looking at the shading. So I'll do that. I watch videos on people who are addicted, and they talk about going into the zone where they lose track of everything. But when I'm playing, I'll talk to the person next to me. I will people watch. Watching people is very interesting. Sometimes people do the strangest things. I'll even watch how other people are going on the machines. You know, the machine I like playing, it's a koi one with koi fish on it, and I gravitate to that one. And it's right near the Midnight Express trains. So while I'm sitting there pushing buttons, I'll sit down. If they get the trains up, I'll watch and see how they go. I'm too interested in what's going on around me to just completely tune out. So I don't think I'd ever get addicted to those things. I did get surprised about that they had people playing poker machines on YouTube, but I actually find the tick, tick, tick of the reels turning over quite relaxing. Doesn't make me feel like I want to play myself, but I find it relaxing watching other people play. Same as when I play games. I actually enjoy watching people play games more than I do actually playing them myself. I've played Minecraft for about 10 years, and I find that I just don't want to play anymore. I'm just, with the updates, especially Caves and Cliffs update, I just don't want to play it anymore because I don't like all the hills and the cliffs and everything. With my OCD on Minecraft, I like flattening ground out. I don't want to play on super flat because unless you play on peaceful, you get all the slime, and then you don't get all the different biomes. So that doesn't work. So I actually don't like what they've done with Minecraft, but that's only me. I mean, that's all right. If everybody else is happy, that's fine. That's my, not anybody else's. So it is what it is. But I've got so much crafting to do. And because I'm spending more time with Ray, and it'll happen more when he goes off on compo, because I'll help him out when he has his back surgery. I don't know what it will involve. I'm just pulling my sleeves up. I don't know what it will involve. I don't know how much, whether you'll need physio afterwards or what's going on. But I may not get as much crafting done. Hopefully his surgery will get done as soon as it can, because he's on so many painkillers and anti-inflammatories that they would have to be affecting his liver, his kidneys, his ulcer. Ultimately, they're not good for you long term. So we'll see what happens and take things as they come, but I may not get as much crafting done. But you are important, so I am determined to still do videos. Whether they be good or bad, that's up to you, but I just want to be here, because if I can make somebody else's day a little bit better, that's a good thing. Maybe I might say something that might resonate with other people. I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually interested about addiction, because everybody, I think, is addicted to something. At the moment with me, it would be caffeine. Okay, so we've got here my Poison, Pepsi Max, sugar-free, but it's still got caffeine in it. I drink too much of it, but we all have our vices. We all have different things that we like. Some people it might be food, other people alcohol, other people cigarettes, marijuana, all that sort of thing. I honestly might be sugar, but I honestly think we all do have our vices in one way or another. And if that helps us cope in life or enjoy things, why not? As long as it doesn't help anybody, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. Words. But I do watch things on YouTube about drug addiction, alcohol addiction, gambling addiction, just to try and understand why people get into these things. With alcohol and drugs, there seems to be trauma, or with opioids, they seem to be dangerous. So people get on painkillers prescribed to them from the doctor. They get addicted, and then they just get ignored, and so they go to street drugs to satisfy the addiction. I'm not going to judge, because in a way I can understand the appeal of having something to get away and take away the pain, the hurt, because life can be difficult. Maybe some of us like me are just too stubborn to do it, but... And then we've got gambling. They talk about how they get into the zone and lose track of, the time and how much money they're putting in and bills they've got to pay and everything like that. And they just tend to think that they're going to get it back on the next push or the next pull or whatever it is. Now, I like to tend to think I'm fairly logical about things, but maybe I'm just being arrogant there, I don't know. But to me, the house has to win. I mean, we are all the same. None of us are any more special than the other. I'll give credit to people like doctors and nurses, emergency services, all the people that dedicate their lives to saving others. You guys are all amazing and incredible people. But to think that you're special enough, I'm trying to think how to word this properly, to think you're so special that you're going to win and lots and lots of money on the poker machines and everybody else isn't, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. How am I going to word this? Because ultimately, the house has to win. Whether it's a casino, pub, club, whatever it is the place you're playing the poker machines, they have their rent, power, they have their staff to pay. They need to make a profit. And a lot of that comes through from the poker machines. So ultimately, the house, the venue, has to come out in front. So if they have to come out in front, then the people they're getting money from is the players. Now, my understanding is that different places have different, they're called RTP, Return to Player Stats. Now, by my understanding, because I'm in New South Wales, Australia, the return to player stats in this state is not good. We were the first state to legalise poker machines, also known as slots. And our return to player stats, by what I've seen, is between 82 and 90%. Whereas some places, I believe it's 95%. And just to think that you're going to be an exception to everybody else when the venue has to pay all these bills and make a profit, that you're going to win doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe if you understand it better than I do, how people can convince themselves of that, I'd love to know. You've put it in the comments below. Just explain it to me. I don't want to be arrogant. I don't think that what I think is better than anybody else, or I don't tend to think anybody's stupid or anything like that. They do say it's an illness, a disease. I do believe that, because they do say with the addictions that it changes the way your brain works. And I would believe that. They say once addicted, always addicted. So once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. So I could say with myself, because I grew up with sugar and carbohydrates, I could turn around and say I'm always will be a sugar and carbohydrate addict. Maybe I will always be a caffeine addict. But I do believe it's a disease. I don't think it's easy to get off or to stop. We do need to stop judging people, because unless we've been there, we don't know what it's like. Unless you've walked in somebody else's shoes, you really don't know what they're going through. You don't know how things are affecting them. You don't know what has happened in their lives to get them to where they are. So we could probably celebrate the fact that we're still here, we are still alive, we still exist. And where there's life, there's hope. So instead of judging people, we can help them. So I'm really glad I think the way I do, that in a way I understand and I realise that the house has to win. I play little amounts because even with 5 lines, I can still win the big dollars. I won't get lots of money when it comes to the lines, but I think playing big money is the way to lose really fast. And that takes the fun out of it. To me, it's just pushing buttons, having fun, looking at the images and the animations on the machines. I look at the shading and wonder whether I could replicate that in a colour book. I watch the people around me, people watching, and watch other people do. Sometimes when somebody sits at a machine next to me, I'll talk to them and I'll say, I hope you win, all this sort of thing. So I see it as a bit of social time. There isn't just me and the machine. There is a whole world, a bunch of people around me that I'm willing to interact with. And that's a lot more fun than just being wrapped up in that machine. And because I play such small amounts, if I do lose a little bit, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to lose my house or my car or anything like that. I will still be able to eat. But I do think we need more people, more services to help people with addictions, because it's not their fault. I'm certainly not going to blame them. And the world would be more productive if we help people rather than judge them. I would like your opinion. If you disagree with me, that's fine. I will read it. Put it in the comments below. But something I do feel very strongly about. I'm going to keep watching people stories about addiction on YouTube, because the more we watch it, the more it will get out there, and maybe there might be more of an understanding, and eventually maybe less judgments, less discrimination, and people might get more help. We are not an island. We need other people, and we all need help at some point in our lives. I know I have. There probably isn't a person out there who hasn't needed help from others at some point, because it is just who we are as a species. We are a social species, we are a community species, and we do need others. There may be the odd exception, hermits or whatever, who do okay in isolation, but there would be very few of those. Most of us in isolation would go completely stir crazy. I know I do tend to do serious chats at times, but I really do feel strongly about not judging people and accepting people for who they are. We've gone through horrible times in our history where people have been judged. Watching the Enigma code about the young fella who was cracking codes in World War II, and he got judged because he was gay, and eventually killed him. So he was a hero of the world, and because of who he was and because he was judged, he died unnecessarily. And that's the sort of thing we need to stop. We need to get out there, we need to help people. Because the more we help people, the more productive they are. And then the more productive they are, then the more productive society is. Yep. I don't know, maybe I should give trigger warnings for these videos, but I don't always know what I'm going to say and what I'm going to talk about until I actually get going. So if you think if I might be going to have a serious just chat like this, if you think it needs trigger warnings, just put that down below as well. So after we got back from the club, I only lost $6. Played for quite a while doing that. We came back and watched a Jackie Chan movie on Netflix, First Strike. That was good. I like Jackie Chan movies. They are a nice mixture of action and comedy, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yeah. I'm going to spend the evening watching YouTube. I'm going to do some colouring in. And I think as I go on and do more videos, I think the easier they're going to get as well. I know I have a bunch of videos planned that I want to do, but I'm out so much. I'm out every day of the week. I do not have a single day that I spend all day at home. Good points and bad points about that. I am always occupied. I am always busy. But I think if I had a full day at home, I'd end up feeling very restless. Don't know. I haven't done it for so long. It's just crazy. So, yeah, maybe you can tell me if you enjoy spending days at home, if you're out a lot. Anything you want to tell me at all. But, yeah. If you feel like doing anything at all, maybe help somebody. Do something just to make somebody else smile, because smiles can be contagious. We get one person to smile and then maybe we can end up getting the whole world to smile. Tell them that their hair looks nice. Tell them you like the top they're wearing. Just something to make somebody smile. Help them take their garbage bin out if they look like they need it. There's all sorts of things we can do to help other people. So maybe if you can, just do something nice for somebody else. And if people do enough of that, then the world will be such a much better place. On that note, I'm going to head off. I'm going to colour in, watch YouTube. Let's see, it's 10 to 8 now for a bit. And then I'll end up going to bed and crashing and get up tomorrow, and I'll take it as it comes tomorrow. So I hope this wasn't depressing. It ended up a whole lot more serious than I had planned. Obviously, I started this page at some point. I've got a bit of purple down there I hadn't noticed. But anyway, I'm going to work on this, and it'll just have a purple line down the bottom, but that doesn't matter. So, take care. If you can, do something nice for somebody, even if it is just to say that you've got nice hair or nice shoes, just to make them smile and feel good. Because that can be very contagious, and that can pass on to others. And you never know, we might have the whole world smiling one day. And just to make yourself feel better, make sure you do something you love, something you enjoy every day. Doesn't matter how busy it is, even if it's just sitting down and relaxing, putting your feet up and having a cup of tea or coffee or hot chocolate or something like that. Might be something small, but something that will improve your own day, just to make yourself happier and make you feel better. So if you've gotten this so far, thank you for that. I appreciate it more than I have words. And I don't usually ask, but if you can do like and subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. I'm going to try and make my channel better at the moment by doing more videos, getting more content out, talking to you more, and yeah, see how I go. One day at a time. So I wish everyone well. I hope Jen Cocoon Butterfly is feeling better. And I will say hello to Nat and to Lady Hawk Colouring Cave. Awesome people. So is all the other YouTubers out there. You're all amazing people. And, yep. Maybe just give yourself a compliment. Give yourself a pat on the back for something you've managed to achieve today. I know I'm jabbering. So, yeah, I'm sorry if I missed somebody that I should have mentioned. I'm getting quite tired at the moment. So it feels like it's been a big day, and I'm ready to sort of sit back. I've got my pyjamas on. I've gotten changed, got my pyjamas on, and set up for the evening. I might even go get some supper. Sounds like a plan. Anyway, I'm actually going to leave this time. Okay, so bye.